Today I had the pleasure of interviewing the legend of Shrewsbury darts, Paul Rowley, PDC contender that's played on the TV multiple times and is a current Challenge Tour player. What an achievement, so let's get into it. Good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon, Alf. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Played well today.
Thank you. It's nice to see everybody playing. You played well as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well today we're here just to interview you about your darts life, and yeah, we'd like to get to know you better.
Yes, that's fine with me.
Right, so our first question is, do you have a darting nickname?
I don't really. I never, even when I was on the PDC, I never picked one up, and everyone just calls me Rowls or Rowler and other things that are quite bad, Alf. You don't want to know, but it's no. I never picked up a name like that. I must admit, not one that's stuck anyway.
Yeah, I was told earlier that you were called the Growler.
I know somebody called Growler, as in because my middle name begins with G, so it's sort of Growly, so it went Growler. So yes, it was down as that, but it never really stuck. I never really something that picked up. You know, I didn't have it in my shirt or anything like that.
Yeah, not like most darts players anyway.
Well, no.
Second question, what dart and weight do you use, and how many sets of darts did you need to throw before you decided they were the ones?
I used to use some really small, cheap ones that were really short barreled, and I used them for so long that I couldn't get any more points in them. They actually just wore out. I couldn't get any replacements, couldn't get any spares. So I ended up changing to some Simon Whitlock Phase 2s, 22 gram. And I only had one set of those, and I played with them for ages. And I used to know someone who worked at Darts Corner, and he ended up getting me another 3 sets. So I've got 4 sets of those overall. So if I lose any, then I can actually replace them. But I've had those now for a long time. I'd say 15 years maybe. I've been using them. Yeah,
Well,
longer than you've been about probably.
Because you don't really switch darts every
I don't do anything. Everyone's, we know Jake, who's in the dart shop, and he always says to me, "Oh, come in and try some darts," and it's just not my thing. I just I use me flights and stems, and they stay on there for ages, and I just throw and turn up. Nothing technical with me at all, Alf, I'm sorry to say. Everyone likes, a lot of people like trying lots of darts, don't they, and things, but no, it's not for me. I just throw.
Maybe to start off your career, you need to start like using some different darts to see which ones you like more.
Yeah, I think that as well, but I think also that you could sort of go in and, like, if I went to a pub and they picked up the pub darts and I threw those, I'd probably be all right. You know, you adjust your throw to that, but yeah, you want some that suit your throw. I like some that my Simon Whitlock ones are like bottom heavy, and they're heavy on the one end, so they sort of go in like that rather than flat or like that, which other people like. I mean, it depends what you like and how you like your darts to go in, but I like to sort of stack them under rather than understack, as they call it.
Yeah. Well, moving on to the third question.
Mm-hmm.
You play in your hometown Shrewsbury. Now, where did you start playing, and how old were you?
I started in Shrewsbury. A friend of mine was running a team, and I used to play at home when I was your sort of age. I used to just play at home. I just liked it, enjoyed it. Never played for a team. I was 18, 19, and somebody I knew started a team, and they said, "Oh, come and play." And I took a bit of persuading to actually go, and because I'd sort of been playing for a long while anyway, and I've got a little bit of natural sort of ability. It was just, I was always quite good at it. So I started there and I just sort of took off. I think within about a year or so of playing, I think I was in the single semi-final or something like that. It didn't take me long to sort of get quite high up because I've been playing so long. I mean, you guys now, you're playing from that sort of age and practicing all the time. And I did it at home, but I never had these opportunities that you have. But yeah, so I started about 18, 19. So a long time I've been playing. About time I stopped probably after now.
Yeah, well, I think that the Darts Academy that we're playing in right now, boosting our levels. I mean, when I first started, my mum just said, "Have you ever played darts?" And then she gave me a set and just chucked them. And I went, "Hang on a minute, that's fun."
That's it.
I
Yeah.
was about young, so obviously throwing things.
Yeah, and the thing is, as long as you're playing and enjoying it, that's what it's about, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
really, then you're meeting all your friends and doing all stuff like that. Whereas like, when it was just a pub game when I started, and you had to go to the pub to play darts, whereas now you can do it in these sort of surroundings, which is great. And like tonight, you know, we've been playing tonight against you guys, and it's been, well, I've loved it. It's been great, and it's good performances as well for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fourth question: what PDC tournaments have you played in, and which did you play best in?
I qualified for the UK Open probably about 15 years ago, maybe, somewhere around that time. And I did quite well. I qualified for the UK Open as a qualifier, got through to the last 32, I think, and earned a little bit of money. And I thought, oh, I might have a little bit of a go at this. And then I went to Q School and got my tool card on the first attempt and lost it after 2 years, never retained it, and went back again and got it again. So that was 4 years I had my tool card. And that's what started me off. I played in the UK Open. I played about 9 European Tour events in my time when I was there on stages around Germany and Austria and Britain, England and things. Have I played in any more? I haven't played in the Worlds, I haven't played in any of those. I didn't do any of what used to be the BDO, which is now the WGF. I didn't do a lot of that. I played in the Welsh Open a couple of times and got to latter stages, but I haven't really gone down that route. I went down the PDC route, which I enjoyed, and but yeah, it's tough up there, I must admit. But no, I didn't go to the Worlds or Grand Slam or Match Play or any of those. But I did nine European Tour events, which was really, really good, travelling around Europe and playing darts.
Yeah. What has been your best achievements in darts?
I think probably getting my tour cards. I think to go. I mean, as well, everyone sort of knows, it's quite hard to get your tour card, and to go and do it again as well. So I did it twice in a row. Probably that. Also getting to the 9 Europeans I went to, and travelling Europe and things that a lot of people want to do, progress to in darts. So probably that. I know I've achieved a lot locally, but yeah, I've got to look at it from a wider scale and say, yeah, probably that. I think getting me tour cards, I think twice as well. I think the second time was a big achievement because I think once you've lost it, everyone thinks, oh, you sort of had been, you never retained it. But then to go straight back and get it again, I think that probably was. I think, and yeah, and it's still difficult to do now. So yeah, for that I think, mate.
Can I just ask, like, just because I'm not that familiar with a tool card, what, like, do you have to do to get it, and what does it allow you to do to, like, go and compete in events?
Yeah, what it does, there's only 128 people in the world can have a tour card at one time, and that entitles you to play in the PDC events and accumulate money to go forward to the bigger events like the World Championships and the match play and things you see on the telly. But you have to be there first to be able to do that. And let's say there's only 128 cards, so there's only that many people in the whole world can have them at one time. So you have to go, even now they still run an event which lasts for a week, and you play all other dart players of the same sort of standard, which ends up, I think there's about 500-600 people at least go to Q School to get probably 20 or 30 tour cards, and then you join the elite group, and then it's down to you then to earn enough money to stay there and to qualify for these larger events, which is difficult to do. It's not easy when you're there. The standards, I think the first game, I got my tour card, got there, and I think I played the world number one in the first game I played. I think it was Gary Anderson, I think, at the time. First game I ever played, I got there, and it's sort of like a rabbit in the headlights, sort of going, oh God, and that's how it sort of goes on, because you're sort of playing that standard of player all the time. But yeah, so that's where it exists. 128 people in the world at any one time has got a tour card. So that's why it's so hard to get hold of.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. And do you have any superstitions, rituals before a game?
Probably, as you can tell from the answer before, I'm actually just so lax with it. I just sort of come down, throw, put my flight to my case, and then sort of go, no, I haven't. I've never really had that. I know some people do. You know, they just sort of have to put it, you know, have to wear the same shoes or do all this or do that. But no, as long as I'm comfy, but I'm just honestly, the so lax person, you'll know. I just turn up, get them out of the case, throw them, practice a lot at home. I practice. I mean, a lot of people say they don't practice. I do. I'll play most days, if not every day. I'll pick them up at least for 20 minutes, half an hour. Sometimes I'll stay on the longer and play an hour, 2 hours. But I'll always sort of pick them up and play.
What's your all-time favourite dart player and why?
Oh, I quite like Fast and Furious. I like a Littler. I do. I know. You could say, oh, go back and like it's the olden sort of dart players, but I think Littler's absolutely brilliant. Josh Rock coming through. Used to like Michael Smith as well. You know, the same sort of fast, flowy sort of dart player. I quite like that. I mean, I'm trying to think of an oldie worldy one, but no, I think they're the ones that are coming through now. Honestly, that I just think they're so much better and so much better to watch as well. You know, so yeah, I'm going to go with them. A Littler, stroke, Anderson, stroke, Smith, Josh Rock, that sort of type player.
They're all pretty good
Yeah,
players. Yeah.
all good. Fast and Furious.
Moving on. Do you get nervous? If so, how do you control them?
Yeah, at times I do. It's hard to sometimes. I think it's one of the biggest things. Everyone sort of struggles with it. I mean, you get on, but yeah, I do cope with it reasonably well. I don't think there's a format for it. I'd like to say I do this and this stops me getting nervous. I think you've got to be confident. One, I think when you get up there, if you're not confident, that makes you more nervous. But if you just sort of get up there, you know what you're going to do, and just have confidence in yourself to actually play, I think that makes you less nervous because you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Rather than what am I going to lose, and you know, thinking of how bad you're going to play rather than how good you're going to play.
Like someone came up to me today when they were going to play Ash, and they went, "Oh, I know I'm going to lose this."
That's
and then
it.
said, "Oh, I'm going to score 7 and 6 and all of this."
That's it. And I think if you look at it like that, then you'll probably end up playing like that. I think the thing is, if you go up there with the right attitude, you know, to say, you know, I'm going to go up there, I'm going to play well, rather than I'm going to go up there and I'm a bit nervous at this and this, then you end up with that. So yeah, be confident. I think that's the thing to do.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
always have to be
Confident in what you're doing and what you can do.
What advice would you give now to your younger self and us young Dart Academy players?
For myself, I think I wish I'd taken it a little bit more seriously earlier. I didn't. I did other things. I work a lot. I'm self-employed. I worked a lot. I think I wish I'd been a bit more serious than I was. I still didn't take it as seriously as I probably should have done. For you guys coming through, it's just I think all you can do is practice and go down the channels that you're being sent. Because the thing is, you've got the opportunities to play other people, you know, of your standard, and just go on from there. And there's so many opportunities now with the ADC and everything, just to sort of, and all the academies and the JDC. So many opportunities we never used to have. That yeah, just practice. What you're going to do is get yourself better and look how you're getting better. You know, when your standards, I mean, all the stats on Dart Atlas aren't there to tell you that. Look at that, you know, it tells you your shot outs, your scoring, where you're lacking. Practice those things and move forward like that. There's plenty of opportunities there, I think, now.
Yeah, like I'm all right at scoring, I'd say, but I just can't get out. I think I need to practice on my doubles
That's
more.
it, exactly that.
What are your future goals in darts?
Not sure now, Alfie, to be fair. As you probably know, I'm getting on in years now, so I'm not entirely sure. Probably winding down a little bit. I might go back to Q School again. I enjoy playing the Challenge Tour. Depends on form whether I actually go for the full card. I don't think I probably will. But I do enjoy playing the Challenge Tour, and you have to go to Q School to play Challenge Tour. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of years. So probably that, and probably still play Salopian darts and a few local events and stuff. I don't think that's that. I think that's for me, I think.
Yeah. Right. Thank you so much for your time, Paul, today. Myself and all of the Shrewsbury Darts Academy would like to wish you the very best of luck for the future and hope to see you on the telly very soon. Thank
No.
you.
Thank you, Alfie. It's been great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.